Hi children. Now we are going to see the next topic is iteration or looping constructs. We all know what is iteration. That is, that last time we discussed in the control structure. This is the iteration or looping is the another type of control structure. We all know how the program is executed. We know sequence, alternative and then iteration. So alternative statement means we have some condition, based on that it will give you the answer. Here the looping statement is sometimes we want to repeat the same process for many times. For that purpose we are using this looping constructs. So in this looping statements we have two types, while loop and then for loop. So before this we will see how the looping will be executed. Here see, this is the example. Here they gave one condition. When the condition is true, then it will execute. Again till n, that is first statement will execute, second statement, third statement will execute. For that first it will check the condition. If condition is true, it will execute statement 1, statement 2 till statement n. Again it will check. Then when the condition becomes false, it will execute another statement, that is statement else block statements, statement 1 to till n. Okay, and remaining parts of your program. Now the first type of loop, while loop. That is, what is the while loop is, here we have a condition like alternative statement. Here also we are using one condition. What is the use of while loop is, till the condition is true, it will execute. For example, we want to display the name 10 times. What we will do? First time we will write, second time we will write, like that 10 times we will write. Again if you want to write, we already done 10 times. So when the condition becomes false, that is we already wrote 10 times, so 10 times completed, so we can stop. That is the concept of while loop and then for loop. That is same process repeated many times. So here we have a syntax. While condition is the syntax and statement block 1. When the condition becomes true, it will execute the particular statements. Otherwise, it will execute the next block, statement block 2. Then the next one. Now see, this is the loop execution, that is while loop expression. Here want to give while expression. In this we have to give the condition. When the condition is true, it will execute the code. Again it will check the condition. Again the condition becomes true, it will execute the code. Again till the condition becomes false, it will execute. If the condition becomes false, it will stop. This is the while loop process. The next one, here we gave it as a example. See, I equal to 10 while I is less than or equal to 15. I is starting from 10. It will end with 15. Less than or equal to 15. And here in this loops we have three main concepts. The first one is initial value, that is starting value. Then ending value, that is where we want to complete, till which number we want to do the process. Third one is whether we want to do the increment or decrement. Want to increment the numbers or decrement the numbers, that we want to concentrate. That is, three parts are there, main things: initial value, end value, and then increment statement. Here the initial value is 10. I is equal to 10. So this I is the initial value. So till where it will compile? When I becomes 15. Till I is less than or equal to 15, it will execute. Then print I comma end slash t. The slash t for space. Here this I will be printed with number of times. Then next step is I equal to I plus 1, that is it will do the increment. So first it will take I value. It will check whether the I is less than or equal to 15. Here 10 only we gave. So 10 is less than 15. Then it will print first value 10. Again it will give one space. Then it will do the increment operation. So I equal to I plus 1 means automatically I will be incremented. It will becomes 11. So that 11 will be checked with the while loop. I is less than or equal to 15. So 11 is less than or equal to 15. It's true. Then again it will print I value, that is 11. After that one space. The space will be allotted, and then again it will incremented. So till it will compile when the loop becomes false. Okay. Now this is the example for while loop with else statement. Here the I is 10. The same example what we saw in that last program. The same one here with else statement. So else print value of I when the loop exit I. Here want to print the value of I when in the last, that is end of the loop, want to display the value. Here see the same will be executed, but in this type they gave else block. So this condition becomes false also, one time the loop will be executed. So after the increment, here we can take we'll see from 14. For example, the number is 14. So 14 is less than 15. Then it will print. Again it will do the increment. So I becomes 15 here. Then 15 is less than or equal to 15 only. So it will print. Again do the increment. I becomes 16. So while loop the condition becomes false. 16 is not less than or equal to 15. So it will take next else part. Print value of I when the loop exit is 16. So this is while loop with else part. So we saw while loop part separately and while loop with the else part also. Now we can see the next loop, that is for loop. Now this is the most comfortable one, because usually while loop and a little bit it will confuse us, and in the for loop we don't want to confuse anywhere. We can give the statements. So here the same for loop also, first it will check the condition, then only it will do the process, both while loop and for loop. So both loops are called as entry check loops. While and for loops are called as entry check loop. So how it will executed is, first the same way we will take the starting value till the condition becomes true. It will do the executions, then every time it will do the increment also. At last, when the loop becomes false, condition becomes false, it will get out of the loop. Okay, now we'll see the syntax here for counter variable in sequence. Counter variable that want to give. Here, then after the condition is satisfied, then we can give the statement block. Else we can give the statement block 2. Here the counter variable is, see here they gave it as a counter variables. These are called as counter variable, that is range. In this range we have start, stop and then step value we have. So start value is, which is the initial value. Stop value is the final value. Step value is the increment value. Okay, here the start and stop are the essential ones. Step values, it is optional. If you want you can give, otherwise you just leave. So this is called as counter variables. In this counter variable we are using range function. So range is a function, within that we are using start, stop and then step value. So counter variables, initial, final and increment value, what I told already. And these values we are using within the range function, start, stop and then step values. See here they gave example as range of 1, 30, 1. That is, here 1 is the starting value. Then 30 will be the end value and 1 is the increment value. Then next statement gave 33 minus 3. 30 is the starting value, 3 is the end value and minus 3, it is a decrement one. So every time after the process the numbers will be decremented till we get the 3. Then the next example they gave range of 20. Here they gave only the upper limit, that is last value, final value they gave stop limit, stop value. So always the numbers will start from 0. So from 0 to 90 it will give the numbers with default increment value is 1. See here, this is the for loop execution. So when we are using this for loop, see for each time in sequence, the first sequence when the last item is reached. So when that condition is satisfied, it will do the body of the loop. Condition is true, body of the loop will be executed. That is, if it is not reached the loop, if the last stop value is reached, then it will exit. So here from starting onwards it will check whether we reached the last stop value or not. If no, if we did not reach that stop value, then it will do the execution. Otherwise, if we reached the stop value, exit the loop and come out. Is called as for loop execution. The next one is, here they gave it as an example to print a single digit even numbers. To print the even numbers. See, for I in range of 2, 10, 22. For I in range of 2, 10, 22. Here 2 is the starting value, 10 is the end value, 2 is the increment. Print I, end. See how it will execute. First 2 will be printed. Then again, what is the increment value here? 2. So 2 plus 2 becomes 4. It will be printed 4. Again, now we have 4. 4 plus 2, 6. 6 will be printed. Again, 6 plus 2, 8. 8 also will be printed. And here, if it reaches 10, it won't display the 10. So that we are telling this start value is a inclusion. That is inclusive. Including that number, it will print. 10 is a exclusive value. So that last stop limit will not be printed. That is exclusive value. Then the next example is a for loop with the else statement. See here, for I in range 2, 10, 2. Print I end equal to space. Else print end of loop. See in this example, 2 is the starting value. That part I explained already. Now I will tell the else part. When it reaches to 10, what it will do? It won't print 10. So automatically the condition becomes false here. So it will move to the print end of the loop. So till 8 it will display the answer. When it reach the last one, it won't execute that. Then it will move to the end of the loop, that is else part. So these are the examples using the for loops. So here we can see the example with the string also. That is for word in range, for word in computer. So we want to display the text in computer. So that word we gave computer. Print word comma end. Here the word is computer. That word we want to display. Otherwise we want to end. Okay. So else print end of the loop. So for computer, how it will display is the particular full word will be displayed each and every time. That spelling, each and every spelling will be displayed after it completed. So the condition is wrong. Again it will display end of the loop. Okay. So this is for loop and while loop. So till now we discussed what is while loop, how it works, what is for loop, and then how it works. And we also saw that how the while loop is work with else and then for loop is work with else statement. Okay, thank you.